Oh my God. Hey, Angel Gang. Cool. I know I have been away for a very long time. It's been like, I want to say 7 to 8 months. But it's a lot that has gone on in my life in these 7 to 8 months. Like, I really just had to get my shit together, basically. So I'm filming a life update. It may just be one big video. It may be broken up into different videos because it's a lot and I don't want to talk y'all ears to death. But basically I'm gonna start by addressing, I guess, the big elephant in the room, because on Instagram a lot of y'all was let me make sure it's recording. On Instagram, a lot of y'all was asking me questions like, hey, where's her dad? Blah, blah, blah. Like, is he around? Why you never show him? Why you never post him? Okay, so one of the biggest reasons why I kind of went MIA was because her dad was not there at all. So I got pregnant. This is so personal. I would never put this shit is crazy. I love y'all. But I got pregnant. He immediately, he was upset. And he didn't want to keep her. And I told him that, he told me that if I keep her, I would be a single parent. And blase, all this other crazy stuff, right? So I was like, well, that's fine, because I don't believe in abortions. And I'm just like, well, God wouldn't bless me with a child if it wasn't time for me to be a mother. So I decided to keep her. It was a lot of beef while I was pregnant. Like, we was arguing a lot. And then he just kind of went ghost. He just kind of went MIA, went and did his own thing. He didn't say anything to me. He just said that when she's born, he wants to do a DNA test. And if she's his, that he will step up and do what he has to do. I told him we ain't gotta wait. We could do DNA tests while I'm pregnant, because you were the only person I was messing around with. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to pay that kind of money, because it's $1,600 to do a DNA test while you're pregnant. And it's like $100 to do it when you're not pregnant, or like $200 or something like that. So he didn't want to wait. So everything that y'all seen me do for my daughter, like everything that she had, all that shit that I bought, that was me. That was not help from nobody else. A lot of y'all don't know this, but I don't have family like that. They're I didn't have a baby shower, so that's why I didn't have a baby shower. I didn't want to speak on that either. But I don't really have a lot of friends that were like, oh, let me buy you this, let me buy you that. Even still to this day, I've probably had maybe 3 or 4 friends buy my daughter something. And that's it. Not that she needs anything, because Mama Bear gonna make sure I take care of my daughter. Y'all should see her room. It's loaded. Her whole closet is just loaded with brand new shit. So, yeah. So basically, I had a boyfriend while I was pregnant. Because this dude, her dad just kind of walked away. I had got a boyfriend that I've been knowing for years, and he was there for me throughout my entire pregnancy. And I'm really grateful for that. He was rubbing my feet, going to go get my food. When I was hungry at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, he did everything that I needed him to do for me. And he's such a good person for doing that. So fast forward to when I actually had her. Her dad purposely missed her birth. So I went through my birth alone, because I didn't want to have my mom there, because my mom, she could have came, but she's just so fucking dramatic that she would have just stressed me out. So I didn't have my mom come, and the friend that I wanted to come, she didn't come. So yeah, my birth experience was alone. Why am I kind of getting emotional? So yeah, like, it wasn't bad doing it alone, but like the nurses and shit kind of made it feel kind of bad. And the reason why my boyfriend wasn't there, he had got deployed, so he was there over the phone, but he wasn't there in person. So yeah, it was, the nurses just, you know, it's just like, oh my god, nobody's coming, like, no, 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 you know. But I was cool. I was a trooper. I was in labor for 27 hours. So after birth, her dad came up there to the hospital. We did the DNA test. Got into like a little argument. He filled me in on his life. He left. We got the DNA results back like 5-6 days later. She was his, of course. And we just started kind of arguing again. And basically, we both just kind of like gave up. Because I'm not going to chase a nigga to be a part of my baby life. And I'm not going to chase a man to be a part of my life at all. So if you want to keep, you know, being difficult and arguing and shit, like, you can go about your way. Because one thing about it, I'm not going to have no negative energy around my daughter at all. Because I know for a fact that he didn't want her anyway. So finding little ways to just argue, you just want to find a way to, you know, just not be around. I don't need the headache. If you don't want to be around, you just don't have to be around, period. So he went MIA. Apparently his father told him to stay away from me because he had something else going on with another female, and he didn't want to get in trouble with the law, basically. So because we was arguing so much, his father just told him to miss out on her life, and that he would come back around after all this stuff with the other girl just kind of like goes away. So that's basically what happened. So after she was born, he's seen her maybe 3 times within like a month or two. He came back around when she was like 3 months and seen her one time, and then he never seen her again after that, I believe. Yeah, if I'm correct, he never seen her again after that until recently. So I want to say the last week of October or the first week of November is when he started to actually come around. You know, because this is a grown-ass man, but basically because his mother was telling him, like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Like, you know, you need to be a part of your child's life. Because his mom, my daughter's grandmother, she's perfect. Like, she calls every day to talk to her granddaughter. She's good. You know, it was a little beef earlier when I first had her, like, but everything is fine now. So he has her now. He's been doing pretty good so far. You know, just kind of learning her. It seems like she likes him. So hopefully this is a good start to a new, you know, whatever I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying. So she's been doing pretty good with him. He's had her, him and his mom have had her for like the past week. Well, it'll be a week once I get back to Chicago. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, it hasn't been any arguments or anything. Like, it's been pretty cool, and I hope that this can continue and he just be a part of my beautiful daughter's life. So moving along for that. So now you guys know the whole story and what happened. He still doesn't really do anything for her financially. I'm still doing all that, but it's okay. So other than that, also while I was pregnant, I had got sexually assaulted by a fucking homeless dude. He walked up and put his fucking dick on my ass when I was pregnant. I don't know if he knew I was pregnant because I really didn't show for a very long time, but he did assault me. I was going to school, so I was getting on the bus because I didn't have a car. I was getting on the bus and the train coming home, so I had that kind of fucked me up because he would always be at that bus stop. The police lied and said that they were arresting him and gonna keep him in jail. I signed paperwork, and the next day I seen the fucking idiot at the same bus stop. So that happened while I was pregnant. So after having her, I was like, okay, I can't keep paying for Ubers and Lyfts. Coronavirus is here. So it's time for me to learn how to drive. The only reason why I haven't had a car is because I never learned how to drive. I didn't grow up with two parents, you know, to help me learn how to drive, or one parent or nothing like that. That just wasn't me. My mom, when I grew up, we got on a bus everywhere we had to go. Or if I was with my grandmother, we got taxis everywhere we needed to go. So I never learned how to drive at all. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I need to go ahead, you know, pay for driving lessons. So I dropped some money, had one of my friends teach me how to drive. Like I was motivated. She was 9 months pregnant, teaching my crazy ass how to know how to drive, how to learn how to drive. And I got it within, I think it only took us like a week or two, and I was good. And I paid for some more professional lessons. And they took me around, like, you know, the route that I was gonna go. And I got my driver's license, I think within 2 weeks of me learning how to drive. And I went to go buy me a car. And then that's when we got into, me and my daughter, we got into a really bad accident. A lady, I'll insert pictures, a lady basically slammed into us from behind because she was like off something. She was like off like a pill or some shit like that. And then she was texting while driving. Like I'm looking at the shit in my rearview mirror. But the reason why I couldn't turn, because if I would have turned, the only way that I could turn was a right. Yeah, right. So the only way I could have turned was a right. And if I would have turned to the right, my daughter was on that side, she would have smacked, like my daughter was just like fucking, I don't even know. So I couldn't turn. So she like knocked my trunk to my back seat basically. And my daughter, you know, of course she was in the back seat. She got away. It was a hit and run. She ran and left the scene. I was able to get her license plate, but the police never did anything about it. So I had to stress and worry about getting another car. I ended up getting another car that's more safer. It's an SUV. And it was actually an upgrade to my car that I had, like a way better upgrade. I like it. It's small. It's a cute little 2020 Hyundai Kona, but it's nice for me and her. I ended up moving to my own space shortly after I got my car. I ended up getting my own place, moving out with my mom, because I said that once my daughter turned about 6 to 7 months, I wanted to move out anyway. It was just very convenient to have somebody there to help me, because I didn't have no help, you know, from her dad or nothing, like, you know, trying to take a shower and stuff while she's a little baby, having to make sure she's not rolling and all that stuff. So finally was able to move out. So now I have a new 2-bedroom apartment. It's really nice. I'll show you guys once I get back. I'm gonna try to start back getting into vlogging and stuff, because I haven't really done it in a while, but I'm gonna get back to it. And so shortly after moving, my grandfather passed away. He passed away 3 days before, I think it was like 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving. And if you know me, I'm trying not to get emotional. If you know me, I'm not really close to anybody in my family but my grandparents. They are my world. And, you know, yeah, so, whew. Okay, so we knew that he was sick. I think he knew that he was about to go. It's just, you know, it's just sad, because with the corona stuff, we weren't able to be there with him. And my mascara is running. So yeah, because of the coronavirus, we weren't able to really be there for him. I was able to get him to the hospital because he was having complications breathing, and I went to his house. He didn't really recognize me before he got in the ambulance. I made sure that they put him in the ambulance, and I rushed over to go get my grandmother from work, and we went to the hospital, but they told us that he was doing perfectly fine and that we just couldn't come in to come see him. You know, like 5 hours later, we get a phone call saying that he just passed away. So I've just been, you know, kind of dealing with that because it's just hard, you know, especially when you only have two people that you are really, really close to. I mean, you know, I still talk to my mom and stuff, but we don't have the best relationship. But it's just kind of, you know, it just kind of hurts. So, yeah, so I just been trying to help my grandmother with that, you know, because once you get that old, you know, ain't no starting over. My grandmother 84, so ain't no starting over for her with nobody else. So she's been really sad, and I have too. Other than that, now it's in December, so I've just been adjusting to being a mom and just trying to get my shit together, basically. And yeah, I have been dating and stuff. But that's a whole nother story. Oh yeah, me and my boyfriend that was deployed, we ended up breaking up, but we still cool. We still talk. He's back from his deployment. It's just we had some issues in our relationship, so I don't know. That might end up being my husband though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah. So that's my little life update and what I've been up to the past 7-8 months. So yeah, and I'm gonna show y'all baby girl when I get back. You know, right now she's with her father. This is her when she was like 6 months. Let's see if it. Oh, I don't want to focus. So this is her now. She's so cute. That's her now. So yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner because shit, it's fucking 8 o'clock. We're gonna go to dinner. I came out here to just kind of relax because I'm like under a lot of stress right now. It's some more stuff that's kind of going on, but y'all may know about that in another month. I'll let y'all know. Or you might not know. So yeah, came out here to just take like a one-on-one vacation by myself, just kind of free my mind, because I really love the ocean and it really calms me down a lot when I got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, hopefully I can come back and start being consistent, because I do miss posting on YouTube, and I'm sorry for abandoning you guys, but look, the amount of shit that I've been through, and those are just like the major things that has happened since I've had my child. So it was just a lot, you know, trying to make sure I ain't, you know, fucking postpartum depression. Thank you God I didn't, you know. So yeah, you know, life could be worse, so don't want to complain too much. And I am grateful for the position that I'm in right now. So can't really complain about that. Got my car, got my house, you know, got money saved up in the bank. So what else can you kind of complain about? And yeah, so I love y'all. Tell me what else you guys want to, well, what else you want to see, and I will try to upload something else. I know you guys want to see a try on haul or whatever. I'm gonna see if I can upload it because I've been looking a little fat lately. I'll make sure y'all my little outfit I have on right now. It's cute. It's like a little two-piece, make me look a little fat. But yeah, so I'll check back in with you guys another time, and thank you for watching. Bye.